Welcome back to another TikTok homeschool conference, and this time it's all about homeschooling high schoolers. I know, it sounds scary, it sounds intimidating, but I promise it's not. Actually, from my personal experience being homeschooled and now homeschooling 5 kids, 2 of which are teens, I think it's one of the easiest stages for us. When you homeschool, one of your goals, and it may not be like a written goal, it may just be something in the back of your mind that you've thought about, but one of our goals is independent learning. So when you reach high school, a lot of it is really hands-off for the parents and really independent for the child, which can be a wonderful thing. But also from my experience, I think that high schoolers really do miss that one-on-one time with the parents. There are several homeschoolers, myself included, that I've spoken to who said, we wished our parents would have been more hands-on. So take that into consideration as you enter high school. Now, I'm going to just give you a few tips and tricks on what my parents did, what I wish they would have done, and what I'm doing with my kids now. If you don't know me, I'm Rachel, a second-generation homeschooling mom, 5 kids, I think I already mentioned that, and I'm going to try to make this video shorter than 15 minutes because that's how long it's taken me. This is the 5th take, so we're going with this. Okay, first of all, choosing curriculum together. I did not get to do this, but I wish I had a choice. So that is something I'm doing with my teens. We're sitting down, actually I do it with all my kids really. We sit down together, we say, okay, what are the core subjects you need for us here in Missouri? And what do you want to take within these subjects? So math is a given, language arts is a given. Those are every day, no matter what. But something that I call passion subjects, social studies and science, really, those are passion subjects. You know, how deep do you want to go? If you have a passion for that, you could be a history buff working at a museum or doing all kinds of fun things after you graduate. You know, what do you want to do? What do you hope to accomplish by learning in this subject? You know, depending on what they want to learn. So my oldest daughter is really enjoys history, and she's writing a World War III novel. And because of that, she's also incorporating real life history. So she is focusing on, let's say she's researching the Holocaust, the World Wars, modern wars. There's several other wars throughout the history she's researching. And I don't think her novel is going to be done this year. It may, but if it's not, we're just going to keep continuing it, you know, throughout high school. She's also really wanting to do chemistry this year, and we're doing things a little different. I'm not ordering actual textbook curriculum. We are utilizing books because she loves to read. We are utilizing, well, audiobooks as well, YouTube and free resources for websites. So it's really more child-led learning for her right now. She'll be 15 at the end of August, and this is something new for us. The only curriculum we're using, I'm buying for her is Math Academy because she loves math, and Math Academy has been incredible since we switched from teaching textbooks to that for her. And we're doing language arts. What language arts program? I don't know yet. I may just do grammar again for her. Because she's going to be writing the novel. Oh, and she is building a family tree, which I think we've decided we're going to span out through the next 4 years. But that's going to be a lot of researching, a lot of writing, a lot of documenting. So I don't know if she will need or even have time for a full language arts program. Another thing that we are doing that I highly recommend, now I am no expert in this at all. That's why I haven't talked about it a lot. Transcripts. Now is the time to start keeping track of everything your child is learning and start logging their transcripts, writing their transcripts, or getting ready to write their transcripts. I don't know. I know there's several different transcripts you can use, like I think 3 of them. I am personally watching a lot of YouTube videos and seeking out blogs to help me figure out how I want to do this, what I think is going to serve her best moving forward. I don't care if she goes to college or not. I want her to have these transcripts for whatever she wants to use them for. I mean, maybe a future job, a future boss employer is going to ask her, hey, can I just see your transcript since you were homeschooled? And she's going to be like, boom, no problem, got it covered. So, I mean, we'll just see. But 100% I recommend start preparing for transcripts, start keeping track of everything, because it could be difficult to go back and try and go through everything and be like, oh, they did this, they did that. How does it work for credits? I don't know. I have no clue. Still researching that. If anybody's got any tips on that, send them my way, because I needs all the help in that department. Actually, I might just reach out to my friend Tam, because she good. So for my 13-year-old, which technically is not high school age, but she is actually doing algebra this year, and she's doing 9th grade language arts this year. What else is she doing? And both of those are by LifePack. I love the structure of LifePack. I love the simplicity of the units, but I love how much depth LifePack has to offer. She is writing her 3rd novel as well, novelist. She's also considering starting a snail mail club where she writes a short story. She's unsure how she wants to structure that yet, but also allows her to have an art club, because she is an artist and she wants to get her art out there. And I'm like, that would be super cool. For science, she hates science. She has been doing some type of science 2 to 3 days a week since we started formal school. She is now 13 and she's just begging not to do science. So we're also going to not buy curriculum for science. I am still working on finding a different way to incorporate stuff she hasn't learned yet that I think would be helpful to her. Now, I'm thinking of going in a direction, since she is so artsy. I mean, this girl is talented. Did you get it from me? No, but she got skills. And so I think it would be beneficial for her to learn anything science related to art. Does that make sense? So I'm currently seeking out things. I'm this close to resorting to ChatGPT to help me, but I'm really, really, really trying not to use chat for anything. I know I've been trying to find homeschool planner, and people are like, use chat. And I'm like, no, I don't want to use it. I'm not anti-AI, but I am, let's not if we can, okay? Because sometimes it is extremely useful. It is. But if I can do it without it, I'm doing it without it. And that's how I'm teaching my kids too. Anyways, moving on. I don't know math. Oh, for her math, we are also doing LifePack. So did I say that already? Gosh, the kids had questions and now I forgot. So LifePack math, LifePack language arts, science, I don't know yet. History, we also haven't decided. She hasn't decided what she wants to do for history. So we may go with master books. We did master books for my oldest daughter last year. I think she did like the Renaissance era and she loved it. I love master books. It is gentle and fun and colorful, and my kids have really enjoyed every single bit of master books we've gotten. So I think I'm going to get master books for her as well this year, but I don't know what she wants to learn about yet, because we have that freedom. She could learn about anything she wants. I have standards, not what we've already learned about. Like, we've already been through American history multiple times. Is there more she could learn? Sure. But we're moving forward. I also don't make my kids memorize dates for things. Like, they don't have to memorize dates. That's perfectly fine. Okay. Curriculum, transcripts, core subjects, passion subjects. What else do I have? Friendships. The teen years. That is when I feel like kids really need friends. Middle school, it's like, yeah, they're getting to where they need friends. Before that, honestly, kids are just friends with everyone. Elementary, they're friends with everyone. When you become a teenager, you need to find true friendships, someone you can talk to, someone you can connect with and hang out with that's not mom and dad, somebody that your parents trust, because yes, you parents have to trust the friends and the friends' family. Not saying that they're going to be doing sleepovers or anything like that, but they need friends. And it is our job as the parents to facilitate that. So how do I facilitate that for my children? They are in programs outside of the house, extracurriculars or enrichments. You can call them whatever you want. They're in sports. They're all in music, in dance, in drama. My oldest is in a band, but I think my 13-year-old is also going to be joining that band this year. So they're just super excited. And it's not like a school like marching band or anything. They're like in a cool band. So that's super fun. They also get to perform on stage for events at the playhouse that we go to. So that's really fun as well. Right now they're at audition camp working on a play. So they're super excited, and they have built some really cool friendships, and they need that. Teens need that. I had 2 great school friends growing up, and my mom did facilitate those friendships. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. One of those friendships was my cousin. I mean, you can't beat cousin friends. Unfortunately, we live in Missouri and all the cousins live in Texas, so my kids don't get that cousin experience like I got. And it makes me feel sad sometimes, but it's okay. I'm finding other ways to help them have friends. So do that for your kids. If your child is an introvert, that's okay, but they still need friends. They still need trustworthy friends. So parents, facilitate that, please. Having real conversations with your children, your teens, now is the time. If you haven't built a relationship revolving around just discussions about any and everything, sitting face to face, talking things out, you're missing out. Okay, having real wonderful conversations with your children is a blessing. It is a huge blessing. I have always done that with my kids, and teens need that. They need to be able to come to you as parents and just talk about whatever it is and not feel judged. I want to see it. And then I can see it every day. Okay, go do that. Thank you. So, friendships, yes, but also having real conversations with your kids. And in fact, okay, these are not sponsored at all, but these 2 games have been fantastic for our family. Instead of, what if we don't want to play a board game? We love games as a family. We love card games. We love board games. We take games like with us all the time. Actually saw a video, somebody said they were like the card game family. Mom always had a deck of cards in her purse. And I'm like, yeah, doing that. And that's been so fun. I'm so glad I did it. But talking points, this is the family edition of talking points. And then we have the kids edition for tales. And they just have cards in them that tell you, like that start a cool, fun conversation. Which 3 words best describes you? What do you think it means to be successful? And then this one says, who's the most fun person you know? Like, it's just fun. And we go around the room, everybody answers, even mom and dad, even us, we answer. These have been fantastic. So if you don't know where to start when it comes to conversations with your kids or your teens, your high schoolers, get you some of these. We got them on Shmamazon. I don't think I have these linked in my family game night storefront, but I will put them in there for y'all. These are so fun. 10 out of 10. These are fun. And these are fun with friends as well, like close family friends. So if you have friends over, the kids have their friends over, sit down and do these. They're super fun. So I think another great thing to ask yourself when homeschooling high schoolers, teens in general, is what is my end goal as a parent? Now for us, we're a Christian family. My end goal, my whole job right now is I am raising mothers and wives, fathers and husbands. That is what I am raising. Whatever they do outside of the home, after they graduate, when they move on, that's up to them. Maybe they don't want a family. Maybe they don't want kids, whatever it is. But that is my job right now. That is my job. I am raising children to serve Christ, to love Christ. That is my ultimate goal as a mother. I mean, our time on this earth is to glorify God and enjoy Him forever. So that is what I am raising my children to do. Will they do that? I pray that they do. I mean, we're all sinners, so I don't know what's going to happen in life for each of them, but that's my ultimate goal. They don't have to go to college. They don't have to choose some huge career that the world says is successful. But if they love the Lord and can glorify the Lord in everything they do, I've done my job. And that is my ultimate goal as a mother. And I will continue to be this way when I'm a grandmother, supporting my children, loving my children, and helping my children in any way I can, especially spiritually. Okay, I think that's all I had for homeschooling high schoolers or teens. Be sure to follow the hashtag TikTok Homeschool Conference. And if you have any questions, thoughts, comments, whatever it is, drop it in the comments because I would love to talk more about this. And again, this video ended up being way too long, but I don't care. I just have so much to say about it. I love teens. I love teens. I love raising my teens. I love raising my kids. And homeschooling's been a blessing for us.